Here's the one trick that all successful people do, one that's helped me get these kind of results in my A-levels, graduate high school early, and help teach other people to get their dream results in their A-levels. This one technique is scheduling, timetabling, creating a routine for yourself. It's so simple, right? It's so anticlimactic. It seems so boring, but truly it's actually so transformational. You know those good days where you feel like, yeah, you're actually onto it. You're actually working hard. You wake up early, you do the work, you're so productive. What if you could have that every day? Normally that happens and then you go and scroll the next day. But then if you could do that every day with a routine, if you could do that consistently, you would be on track for greatness, to be a high achiever. With the power of a routine, eventually that could be your everyday. That amazing day, that perfect day that you had in mind, where you're so productive. That could be you every single day, where you're studying hard for your tests, for your exams, for your A-levels. You're working hard on your goals. Creating these routines helped me manage my time so much better. It helped me throughout uni. It helped me build my dream body as well. So the way that I've implemented this is through creating routines and time blocking. So this is where you create a routine and you use like a software like Google Calendar, and you just block out each individual task and what you want to do for every hour of the day. It's so that you create some regularity and create some certainty within your timetable, within your day. So every single night, I create plans for the next day. This is so I can reduce uncertainty and have a knowledge of what I'm going to do, what exactly I'm going to do. And I just create a plan that I follow. So, I time block this time, I'm going to work at this time. I write down, I'm going to do this at this time, I'm going to go to the gym at this time. I write down everything that I want to do, even in my free time. I write down everything I do in my free time so that I don't default to a bad habit. Because for a lot of us, if we don't have anything to do, we're just simply sitting around and being bored. What are we going to do? We're going to go on our phone, right? We're going to sit there and we're going to go on our phone and we're going to scroll and we're going to waste hours of our life, right? So schedule every single hour of the day. And I know a lot of people, they don't do this, right? A lot of disorganized people, a lot of people who, don't manage their time well, they don't do this. This is something that every productive person does. Literally, every productive person does. You can tell someone's going to be successful if he does this habit, genuinely. Time blocking may seem kind of restrictive. You're writing out what you want to do. It's like, oh wow, it's so weird to do that, right? But truly, time blocking gives you more freedom because of the fact that, it gives you more time to actually do everything you want to do, right? You're able to manage your time better so you don't have as much wasted time. So you can fit everything that you want inside of your timetable. It's like budgeting, basically. It's basically budgeting. You actually can, you can do more with your money, right? You can do more with your time. And so every single day, I create these plans for the next day. So I write out what I'm going to do for work, what I'm going to do, when I'm going to work, how I'm going to work, and what task I'm going to do. I create specific plans for myself. That is the key to this. I create specificity. I create the action plan for it. And because I have this action plan where I think I know what I'm going to do, I know when I'm going to do it, I know where I'm going to do it. All of this, because I know this, I'm way more likely to do it. Because think about how a lot of people approach doing these tasks, right? Let's say it's an optional task like studying, right? Studying is kind of hard, right? So but a lot of us create these plans, including me from before. We might think, oh, I'm going to study after school. Right, that's my plan. I'm going to study after school today. Yeah, but what time are you going to study? What are you going to study? Like, that's the thing, right? You haven't created some setup. There's all these little decisions that you have to make. There's so much uncertainty. It is so much uncertainty in that kind of decision. And so it's so hard for you to actually do it. If you remove that uncertainty and make those decisions beforehand, it'll be easy for you to get into it. You know that, oh yeah, today I made the plan. Yeah, 7 o'clock, I'm going to go study, right? It's going to be easy for you if you create the plan. It's going to save you so much brain power as well. All these little decisions that you don't have to do anymore. It's going to say, you should be focusing the brain power on the actual studying itself. You should focus it on doing the work, not thinking, when should I study? What task should I do? What's the most important task? If you just set that out before, or the night before especially, if you just do that beforehand and you write down, yeah, I'm going to do this task, then you don't have to think. You don't have to think, you just do, right? You focus all your energy on doing it. As you create these kind of plans for tomorrow, right? If you do keep that up for a little bit, you'll realize that you like doing this task at this kind of time, right? You like doing a work task or a study task at this kind of time. You like doing your exercise at this kind of time. From there, we can start to develop a routine. So where every single day looks similar, right? Every single day, you start to know that, in the morning I'm going to study this. You know that, in the morning it's generally like a study time. In the afternoon at this time, it's generally an exercise time. It starts to create a routine for yourself so that you automatically get into the mood. And if you start to do this more and more, you create this routine and you start to obsess over it and read through it and start to internalize it more, you're going to automatically start to follow the routine. Think about why schools have these routines. We have these routines that are very strict, that don't change every week, right? Like, obviously don't change every week. So we start to internalize it. We remember, I've got this class at this time, I've got this class at this time. And we start to follow, and you can basically follow it automatically. You don't have to think because of this routine. I want to create this kind of life for you where it's easy for you to slip into the good tasks, right? It's easy for you to start studying. It's easy for you to start exercising, right? You know that every day at this time, I'm going to study. If you create that kind of consistency in the routine, it'll be easier for you to do the hard tasks than for you to do like the easy tasks, for you to simply scroll on your phone. So the way that you can create this kind of routine, this consistent routine that you can follow, is that by using this app that I like to use, it's called Google Calendar, where you just write out everything that you want to do, write out everything you want to do, like time block everything and create some kind of consistency, right? Ideally you want most days to be quite similar, right? Or you could do maybe weekdays or weekends, for example, where you create that kind of consistency for yourself. So write it out, time block it out, and just time block every hour of the day. And honestly, for this kind of time block, I want you to write down your ideal schedule, right? This should be the ideal schedule. This is the way that I've implemented. In an ideal world, right, I would want to work this hard. In an ideal world, this is what I'm aiming for, right? You might not actually be able to achieve this routine right now, right? You might not be able to study as hard as you want yourself to study, right? And that's genuinely okay. It's genuinely okay that you're not at the level that you want to be at, right? It's okay. But if you just set that goal and you just try to stick with it as much as possible, even if you get that 50 or 40% of the routine, it will still be better than if you have no routine at all, right? If you have a random, inconsistent routine or something like that, if you wake up at random times every single day, it will be so much more effective than that. You should create this kind of routine which is kind of rigid, where you do the same kind of things every single day, where you wake up at the same time, you sleep at the same time, you have like a morning routine, a night routine. All these kind of routines, they're so effective for getting you into that productive mood and really getting you into working hard as well. Like, having this routine is great, so you can obsess over it. It will be great, so because it can be like a goal that you want to strive for. But now you're doing like 40% of the routine. Most days you're doing 50% of the routine. But in the future, you can get to maybe 80% of the routine, or 90% of the routine, right? 90% of the time you're on that routine. So try and use Google Calendar. I'll show you my own timetable here as well, and I'll add some templates in my course below where I help A-level students as well. Have a look at that if you're interested. But you might think you have this routine, you'll be productive as hell. But it's like, it seems kind of robotic. It seems so monotonous. Why would I want this, right? It might seem so weird. But genuinely, the reason why you don't like routines, why you think routine is bad, is because you've had routines imposed on you. If you create a routine that you yourself like, that is conducive to your goals that you have chosen, you're not going to find the routine boring. If you're working on work that's important for you, that's part of your future goals, like you getting your dream A-star results, or you getting into your top university, for example, you're studying hard for that, then it's not going to be hard for you. It's not going to feel exhausting, or you're not going to burn out from it. Also, because of the routine, if you start to get more consistent on it, you'll start to feel more fulfilled. You'll start to feel more fulfilled. For example, when I started to do my routine, I was studying hard, I was exercising, I was doing daily meditation, I was sleeping well as well. Like, how can you be sad and depressed? How can you feel bad if you're working hard on something that is important to you? How can you feel bad if you feel like you're making so much progress? This has helped me so much in helping me feel fulfilled and helping me feel like I'm, really working hard, right? I feel proud of myself because of the fact that I've worked hard on this. All thanks to the routine, because I've created this routine, which has helped me work hard, right? But also because of the routine, you can fit in everything that you actually want, everything you want to achieve. So if you want to achieve like some areas in multiple areas of life. You want to play sport, you want to do this task, you want to do this extracurricular. If you have a strong routine, this will help you fit in everything so you can do everything that you actually want. You won't feel like you're constantly running out of time. You won't always be late for things. You won't randomly forget your doctor's appointment, right? Because if you just commit it to memory and try to remember it, you're going to forget it. That's true. You're going to forget it. It's not a good strategy for actually retaining things, right? So thanks to this routine, I can live my life, I can smoothly get through everything. And I don't feel like I'm in a rush, but I can achieve everything I want, because of this routine. Simply because I have this routine where I automatically do the good habits. If you're an A-level or IGCSE student, have a look at the top link in the description below. I'm sure that's going to help you a lot. Thank you for watching. See you later. Create a routine. Bye-bye.